Alright, you daft lot, gather round and welcome yourselves back to yet another episode of Kevin and Lance's Idiocy Tour. If you've missed the disaster parade so far, let me bring you up to speed. The wizard McGinnis, an old git with a beard like a rat's nest and spells they match, sent these two Egypts on a daft-arsed quest to gather 7 magical ingredients from 7 lands. They've managed not to die, yet. Oh, they've been nearly roasted by a hawk made of fire, almost became swamp decorations in the pit of sorrow, blew past a colony of windy bastards, plugged their ears against the shrieking sirens of the Isles and knocked about by the bloody spirit of the Red Knight. And now, what's next? This time, they're heading toward the floating citadel to meet the thunderous sky serpent, a beast that guards the rarest treasure in all the heavens, the Jupiter sky fruit. But here's the kicker, you can't just stroll up and grab it. No, you've got to prove yourself worthy with wisdom, vision, and, get this, leadership. The floating citadel itself was a sight. Clouds so thick you could walk on them like solid ground. Castles perched on thunderheads, all surrounded by flashes of lightning that would make you want to wet your cell. And then there was the serpent itself, a glimmering streak of scales and crackling lightning bolts, spiralling down from above like an oversized snake made of pure thunder. We've seen uglier things, right? Kevin smirked, clearly trying to sound braver than he felt, as the serpent's eyes, big as dinner plates and glaring like storms, zeroed in on them. Lance, sweating like a sinner in a kirk, muttered, "I'm not sure, Kev, that snake's got the look of a taxman after whiskey money." Before they could even start to chatter, the serpent hissed, and the sky roared along with it, the clouds trembling like jelly. "So, ye think you're clever? Coming to claim the fruit meant only for the worthy," it sneered. Kevin puffed up his chest, determined to pull his usual shenanigans. "Aye, well, we've managed to grab everything else so far. What makes you think we can't grab this too?" The serpent rolled its eyes, no easy feat for a beast with a 1,000-yard stare, and replied, "You only just grab this. This is the Jupiter sky fruit, and if you want it, you'll have to see past your own foolishness." "Oh, that's a big ask for Kevin here," Lance chimed in, feigning serious. Kevin ignored him and eyed the serpent as it coiled and spun round them, its scales flashing like a disco ball on fire. "Aye, alright, let's day it then. What's your test?" The serpent's jaws opened, and out of nowhere, 3 orbs appeared floating afore them, each one sparkling with lightning. "Choose the orb that shows the truth," it hissed, its voice reverberating like a thunderclap. "Only then can you touch the fruit." Kevin scratched his hide. "How the hell are we supposed to know which one's the truth? They all look like electric balls of nonsense." "Do we just guess?" Lance asked, squinting at the orbs as if they'd reveal their secrets to him. Kevin got a bit bold and reached his hand out toward the first orb, but a crack of thunder nearly took his arm off. "No, ye fool!" boomed the serpent. "Only the truly wise can see which orb hides the fruit." Thinking for once, Lance tried to remember what that wizard McMiggins had rambled on about before they left. Something to do with vision and all that. And then it hit him. "Kev," he said slowly, "it's no what's on the surface, we need to see past the sparks." "Nah." He closed his eyes, taking a deep breath, and tried to focus, clearing his mind like he was being told to by a spirit medium. When he opened his eyes, the orbs looked different somehow, like only one was really alive. "It's that one," Lance whispered, pointing to the middle orb, which was pulsing slightly slower, its glow softer than the rest. "It's calmer. Look past the dazzle, Kev." "Oh, finally using your hide, are you?" Kevin muttered, but he nodded, reaching out and touching the middle orb. As his hand touched it, the other 2 fizzled out, and the serpent let out a bellow, its eyes narrowing with approval. "You've passed," it hissed, coiling away to reveal the fruit, a massive golden sphere with a silver sheen, nestled in a cradle of clouds. "Take it, and be gone." Without thinking twice, the lads grabbed the fruit and bolted, hearing the serpents laughing thunder behind them as they skittered down the clouds, nearly tripling over each other. As they reach solid ground again, still clutching the Jupiter Sky fruit like a stolen pie, they burst into laughter, wheezing like a pair of bagpipes past their prime. "Think that Serpent was glad to see the back of us?" Lance asked, still grinning. "Aye, but now we've got the sky fruit. Wonder if it's any good to eat." Kevin wondered aloud, taking a tentative sniff. "You first," Lance muttered, backing away. And as they trudged on with their new prize, they barely noticed that for once they'd managed to use a scrap of wisdom instead of brute force. But they dare to savour it. There were still 2 trials left, and you can bet your arse they're going to be messier than this one. Alright, you mad bastards, if you liked watching Kevin and Lance bumble their way through the trials of life, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. You only want to miss the next round of chaos, where they'll be facing none other than the fairy Queen of Time herself, all in search of the fabled Soyban fairy caps, the final piece for that daft old wizard McGinnis's potion. Will they finally get the power of the ancients, or will they just end up hexed, lost, and more confused than usual? Tune in next time to find out.